It blows my mind that some Final Cut editors still don't know that this feature exists, or they just don't use it to its full potential because it will save you hours on every single edit. The feature is called Smart Collections, and if you already know about Smart Collections, I guarantee you're going to learn something from this video, so stick around. But we can't go through Smart Collections first without mentioning these first two tips that are also very useful. So when you bring in your footage for a new video, typically you're going through and watching the different clips, right? You probably watch your footage to see what looks good and kind of give you an idea on how to create your video. So in this process, what I would suggest doing is using these two features. My voice is going there. The first feature is called favorites. Just by selecting a clip and pressing F, or selecting a range of a clip. So let's say I like this part of this clip here, just this middle bit. I drag a selection here and press F. This will favorite just this section. And why that's useful, other than with Smart Collections, which I'll go over later, is if you hit this drop-down menu and click favorites or hit Control F, all of the clips that you like the most, your favorited clips, will show up here. It's a good way to find the best of the best. And it's best done when you import your footage, you go through and you watch everything, and then you just hit F to favorite the clips or the section of clips that you like. The other tip that is really useful for Smart Collections, but also just useful in general, is if you select a clip and you press the keyboard shortcut Command K, it'll bring up your keyword editor. So here, you can then make a keyword to help you find that footage or that section of footage at a later time. So they're almost like sticky notes that you put on each clip that'll help you to find your clip later. So for example, with this clip, I'm talking to the camera. I like to have a TTC keyword on here. I do the same in this clip, so Command K and TTC. You can also, if you can remember these keyboard shortcuts like Control 2, you can do it that way, but I'm just typing it in and pressing enter. If you're curious how to select different clips in different locations, you can hold Command and just select them across your browser. So let's say that I know that at some point while making the video, I will want a bunch of footage of me hiking. I will make the hiking keyword, and then when you're in the middle of your project and you need to find some footage that has to do with you hiking, you could just hit the drop-down menu. You'll see all your keywords here. You select that keyword that you want, and you have all the clips that you tagged with that relevant keyword. It also will show the favorites, all the sections of the clips that you like the most. So here's the talking to camera tag. So all the clips where I'm talking directly to the camera, I can find those really easily for the project. Now, everything we just learned, the favorites, the keywords, that is the prep work. Smart Collections tie it all together, and that is coming next. But first, the other workflow hack that has been saving me a ton of time in the editing room is Epidemic Sound, who I'm grateful to have sponsoring this video and who have the best music for videos that are royalty-free and made by real musicians. Their new assistant feature is basically keywords for music. So instead of scrolling through pages of tracks like you might on normal music licensing sites, I just describe what I need. So let's say like chill lo-fi beat for a tutorial or cinematic build with a big drop, and it pulls up exactly that. Adapt is also really cool. It automatically cuts the song down to fit the length of your video. So if I know I want a song to be 60 seconds instead of 3 minutes or so, I use Adapt to help me save time. But the big reason why I love Epidemic is that it is real music made by real people, not AI slop, which is, I guess, a weird thing to say out loud, but here we are in 2026. Every single track and sound effect on Epidemic Sound is restriction-free, so no copyright claims. You can publish anywhere, and you're fully covered. This is another thing that really matters to me as a creator. I assume it's the same for you, because if you've ever had your video demonetized or flagged because of a music claim like I have, then you know how incredibly frustrating that is. What's nice is that right now you can get 50% off of Epidemic Sound for 2 months using the code DylanJohn at checkout, and that offer is available until September 30th. So if you're looking for a solid music and sound effects library, now is a good time to jump on it. You're going to think this is so cool. So click on your library, go to File, to New, and you're going to click on Library Smart Collection, or press Option Command N. When you do this, you'll have this little gear icon that'll pop up, which, by the way, if I click on all of these, this has all of the images, all of the different projects in your library, all of the clips that you favorited, your audio, and all of your video as well, just in these nice, neat little folders. I bet to some of you that's even cool. But really, the perk of Smart Collections comes from what we just set up. So we're not going to name it for now, but I'm going to double click the gear icon and this little window pops up. This is going to let us pick what we want this folder to be. So instead of stills, projects, favorites, audio, this will let us choose what this folder will have in it. So by hitting the plus icon, we can pick a couple things. Let's say you're editing and you want to find the best B-roll footage that you have of you hiking. We can add the ratings tab here, and this will bring up all of your different favorite clips. And then we will go down to keywords, and we're going to add only the hiking. And this is where it gets really useful because I've used a bunch of hiking clips in the video already. So Smart Collections are great for this reason, because if you hit the plus icon and we go to used media, we can just switch it to unused. And if we just click on the title, we can rename it. So we can call it unused hiking favorites. And now you don't have to scour the media in your browser to find what you want because it's nice and neat in the folders that you create. Let's say you want to find the best driving footage that you have not yet used in your video. You just use the different filters here. We'll do used media, make sure this is switched to unused, and now you have all the clips and all the sections of clips of the footage that you like the most about driving that have not been used on your timeline. Also, something I want to point out that's useful is if you go to View and go to Browser and click Used Media Ranges, this will have this little orange bar that pops up in your clips, which lets you know that you've used this specific media or this section of your media in your project. So it's another useful feature because while you're going through here, you can be like, okay, I use this bit, I use this bit. Use Smart Collections, and especially with visual search and transcript search now, it'll make finding the exact footage that you need for your video so much quicker. You also will benefit from watching this video, so give this a watch and have a great rest of your day.